Alright, I guess I better start this thing. Do I have a love life? Never did that before. Never did go move out to the side of the world on my own before. Oh my god, I sailed on a boat. Sliced my wee foot open on a phone jack. Kia ora, I'm Harry. You know who you are. This video is for me. If you're not me, you're more than welcome to keep watching. He is Harry, Harry is I. I'm a Kiwi from Aotearoa, and I'm currently living in Edinburgh in Scotland. And I decided that I'd like to start video journaling my life because my memory's not very good, despite the fact that I am 21 years old, so my memory really shouldn't be that poorly. But you know, I could use some work. Videos seemed like the most authentic way for me to look back on my life. So I've decided that for every year, I'm gonna make a sit down, talk to the camera video where I basically do what Billie Eilish does. That's actually the only really reference point I have for this is the Billie Eilish interview. But I found a bunch more questions. I started this off without any preparation. Lights, camera, action. Oops, my lips are dry. I don't know where to start. Then I decided to prepare, so here we are. We've decided to do some questions instead. First question, what's your name? My full name, well, not my full name, because I'm not putting my full name on the internet. My name's Harriet. Harriette. Harriet Baxter. But I go by Harry. I have been going by Harry for basically all of 2023, and I've kind of been making it like a thing. Going by Harry feels a lot more like me, so I've been going by Harry. I'm really curious to see if that changes, but Harry is me. I am 21 years old, but I am turning 22 in 4 months' time. So I'm coming to the final third of my 21st year. How many Instagram followers do I have? I just ticked over 5,000 Instagram followers, which is crazy to me. How many Google results for my name? I don't know why I kept that one in there from the Billie Eilish interview, but you know what? Maybe it'll be an interesting thing. If you search Harry B, my there is 1,810 results. It's me. Huh. What's most important to me right now? My health is really important. I've really been trying to take care of myself, but aside from me taking care of myself, a hugely important thing in my life is my friends. I've been so blessed that I've been able to not only just like move cities, but move to literally the other side of the world and have one of my best friends from New Zealand, from Aotearoa, be here with me, but also to be able to make so many amazing new friends. It is such a blessing. Scotland and Edinburgh specifically have really become home so fast. I miss my kāinga. I miss New Zealand. I miss Aotearoa. It's amazing how much a place can feel like home when the people you're with feel like home. Are you more confident this year compared to last year? Fuck yeah, I am. I am so much more confident this year. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Last year, 2022, that was when I was TikToking. So that was a very confident year for me. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like, aside from kind of that, like, online persona confidence, like, not only do I have that, but I actually have, like, very useful life confidence. Like, I am confident in myself to travel. That was scary. And now that I've done it once, I'm like, I'm invincible, you know? Like, I traveled all throughout France and I do not speak French, but I did it. Do I think I'm successful? Absolutely, I think I'm successful. I have had so many exciting changes this year, which I think are the reason why I feel so successful. Proven myself to be very capable of taking care of myself, and not just taking care of myself, but thriving in that environment. I have made so many amazing memories. I have found this flat. I've moved in. Long story short, yes, I feel very successful. I've also found like the job of my dreams, and I'm really loving that. So how would I define being successful next year? Oh my gosh, what will success for me next year look like? Ooh. Success is gonna look like showing up for myself, showing up for my friends, my partner, my family, for being able to be there for not just others, but for myself, for making sure I'm balancing that love and that time. Success is going to be going out of my way to explore new things, not getting stuck in the comforts and the deliciousness of finally having a routine again and having somewhere to call home, but actually encouraging myself to explore Scotland, England, Wales, Ireland. Like, they're all so close to me. Like, those are like the first places I'm like, I gotta get those done. But also, I'd love to go to Spain. I want to be able to work from anywhere in kind of Europe next year. That would be amazing. Success would also be defined by like me being able to whip up a batch of cookies and not cry on the kitchen floor about it because it stresses me out. Do I have a love life? Yes, I have a love life, and I love my love life, and that is all I'll be saying on the internet because everything else I need to know for memory purpose is on my phone. Sorry, team. Favorite color right now? I can't pick a favorite. Green and purple. I love green. I love purple. I love purple. I love green. I love all the shades of them. And they're really tickling my mental pickle right now. Lowest point in my life. It's the end of 2022 because I was really stressed at my job and I felt like I was taking on everyone else's emotional luggage and labor. And I was literally therapizing so many people at that point in my life and I just couldn't take it anymore. So I was in Struggle Street and I was feeling really aimless and I just finished university and there was just a lot going on in my head. So there were some low points, but to be honest, I don't know about any low points in 2023. I've had a bang-a-langin' time. Do I feel pressure? I think the most pressure I feel is the pressure I put on myself. Is there anything that annoys me now that didn't a year ago? I wouldn't say that there's anything that stands out that annoys me now that didn't a year ago. Some of my pet peeves in general are like loud chewing or chewing with your mouth open. Fucking hate that. Um, just generally people being rude to anybody in the hospitality industry. I will not fucking stand for that. People not saying thank you to the bus driver as they leave the bus. It's not that hard, is it? Try not to focus on the annoying stuff. Those are the top three that like come to mind when I think about it, but I'm sure there's a fuck ton more. What advice would I give myself a year ago? Just keep being brave and take the scary steps. I would tell myself to not worry about the money. It will work itself out. Like, why are you worrying? You've saved up for this. You're prepared that so many incredible things are coming for you. Don't just sit back and enjoy them. Like, get immersed and enjoy them. Being adventurous, say yes to things. So many amazing things are gonna happen, so just say yes. Favorite artist at the moment? Oh my god, if you have not heard me talk about this person, then you're lucky. Noah Khan is my favorite artist at the moment. That new album of his, deluxe version, all of the duets, I ate that shit up. I go see him in February next year, actually. I bought myself that for Christmas. Opportunity to see this artist that I would have never been able to see in New Zealand. So, like, fuck yeah, I'm paying the 70 quid to go see him. What is the biggest thing I'm struggling with right now? This year feels like it's kind of starting to run away from me a little bit. Like, life feels so busy right now. Is remembering to breathe, but I'm also quite conscious of that, so I'm really trying to make time for myself and enforce self-care time. Like this morning, I was like, I could get up and do all the tasks I need to do, but I'm gonna take a bath. And while I take a bath, I'm gonna organize my life. So I sat in a hot bath and I organized my life, and then I put my phone down, and I just ooh, what do I want to say to myself in a year? I hope you've had a lot of new adventures. I hope you've traveled to new countries. I hope you've had the chance to feel confident speaking Spanish again. I hope you've seen some family. I hope you're still doing this. I hope you didn't give up on it because A, you're enjoying it so much right now. And also, this is a present for you. This is a gift for you. I hope I'm still working in social media. I hope I'm helping like do content creation for other people's accounts because I love it and it's so much fun. And I love you and I'm proud of you. I hope you keep taking care of yourself. I hope you lean on your friends and you let them lean on you. Just keep chasing your dreams, babe. What did I do this year that I'd never done before? So many things. I moved countries, but not just that, I moved to the other side of the world for my family. I moved literally as far away from my family as possible, which makes it seem like I hate them, but I don't. I love my family more than anything, and I miss them on a daily basis. But that was a huge new thing that I've done this year. Never did that before. Never did go move out to the side of the world on my own before. But I did that. I traveled to so many new places. Moved in with my partner. I've moved in with someone for the first time. I've never lived with a significant other before. I'm doing that now. That's crazy. I changed career paths. This is my first year of my life where I've not been studying. You're no longer in academia, babe. You're free. That's new for me. Oh my god. Oh my god, I sailed on a boat. I sailed from England to France. What cities, states, countries have I visited this year? New Zealand, Aotearoa. Australia, I went to Sydney. South Korea, then came to England, Scotland, and France. The next question is what would I like to have next year that this year lacked? Bruh, I don't know. this is like really small, I guess, but I would like to have a little bit of routine in terms of exercise. I would like to either be able to boulder more, do Pilates or yoga more. What dates from this year will remain etched upon my memory? There are dates that are yet to come that I know will remain etched upon my memory. But the biggest date that's etched into my memory is June 18th. That is the day I got on the plane and left New Zealand, and that was a really big day for me. What is my biggest achievement this year? Honestly, I know I feel like I've said this so many times, but it was moving overseas. It was fucking moving overseas. It was a huge thing I did, and I'm so proud of myself. So moving overseas was my biggest achievement. Go me. Next question is what was my biggest failure? But I don't like these questions. I'm gonna say not applicable for this year, but I'll leave it in just in case it feels applicable in future years. What other hardships did I face? Feeling like I'm losing my identity as a Kiwi. But that's a whole nother video. Did I suffer illness or injury? Now, I wasn't gonna add this one in. You know what? A couple years ago, I was sick for basically a year in a row. So, like, for the future, this might actually be quite a useful question to have. Honestly, the biggest injury that is etched into my memory and maybe etched into my memory forever and my foot forever is that I stepped on a phone charger and I cut my foot, sliced my wee foot open on a phone jack. It was not fun, but it's all healed now. Where did most of my money go? On traveling. My money has gone to traveling and paying off my student loan. That is where the biggest chunks of my money have gone. What do I get really, really excited about? Looking back and thinking about how many new experiences I got to have this year that I feel like I've been waiting to have for so long. That's what gets me really excited about because I have had so much of that this year just gone and there's so much more to come, and like that never has to stop. I can keep having new experiences for the rest of my life, and that is very exciting to me. Oh my god, what song will remind me of this year forever? To be honest, originally I was gonna say You'll Go Far by Noah Kahan, but it's probably gonna be the DeSelbys. DeSelby Part 1 and DeSelby Part 2, because those are really popped off with that. I really, really, really enjoy the Part 1, Part 2-ness. Compared to this time last year, am I happier or sadder? I feel like I answered this before. I am way happier than I was a year ago. A year ago was probably one of the lowest points I've had in a while. I was feeling really emotionally taxed, and I feel like I was holding up a lot of other people. Work was really stressful for me. Very much I'm happier this year. How am I spending the holidays? This year I'm spending the holidays, and by the holidays, like the Christmas season, is going to be spent a bit in Scotland and a bit in London. I spent Samhain in Scotland, and that was amazing. I spent it in Edinburgh. Did I fall in love this year? Yes, I did. Fell in love in Aotearoa. Still in love in Edinburgh. It's brilliant. What was my favorite show this year? Really enjoyed Daisy Jones and the Six when that came out. Recently been tucking back into Gilmore Girls. The later seasons have Mandalorian for the first time. Loved that. Oh my god, The Last of Us. That was this year. Loved The Last of Us. That was so good. The best book I read this year. The best book I read this year is BFF's The Radical Potential of Female Friendships by Anahit Beiruz. You should read it. And then the second best book I would say that I read this year is actually on my shelf over there. From the Alan Jennies to the Hebrides, Margaret Faye Shaw's autobiography. It is so good. I read it after traveling around the Outer Hebrides. Just a really fucking cool life story. Both of those books are non-fictional, which is kind of new for me. I did also read the ACOTAR series. That's like notable. I think it was, yeah, 2, 3, and 5 were my favorites in no particular order. For the people who've read the series, you know why. The greatest musical discovery of this year for me was fucking Noah Kahan, okay? Let's all be real. It was Noah Kahan and Boy Genius. I listened to a lot more Boy Genius this year. I feel like I really came into my Boy Genius era this year. So the both of them. Favorite film? Barbie! This was the year of Barbie! Ugh. What is my favorite meal this year? Probably having moule frite for the first time in France. Like proper moule frite where they come out to you with those massive bowls and it's got that delicious like wine sauce with onions and lots of mussels and then chips. What did I want and what did I get? This life. I wanted this life for myself. I wanted to find somewhere that felt like home. I wanted to feel this kind of contentment that I am feeling now. So I wanted it and I got it. What did I do on my birthday? Oh, well, this year was my 21st birthday and it was a really great birthday. My heart did play up a little during my birthday, which wasn't so fun, but it did not ruin anything. Don't worry. We all went to Waiheke Island and we went to this winery and had an amazing meal. And we all came back and went to Mission Bay. And I had my 21st birthday cake. I made sure that was gluten free so Belle could have some. And it was just really joyous. And my actual birthday, I went and watched some opera in the park. We had a charcuterie board. You know, we bought like cheese and a roast chicken and grapes and a very joyous autumn birthday, which is so weird to say because now my birthday will be in spring now that I'm on this hemisphere, but like I'm an autumn baby. How would I describe my personal fashion this year? This year, I would say that my personal fashion has been thrifty, very minimal. I would say I've become a capsule wardrobe girly. That's probably the best way to describe it. I would like next year maybe to be a bit more fashion girl era. Who do I miss? That shout out goes to mom, dad, and Lydia. Very much so at the moment. I really miss them. It's really weird to not be in the same country as them because we may not have all lived in the same city, but you know, when you're in the same country, you feel a heck of a lot closer. There are so many people I could shout out in New Zealand who I miss so dearly. It says who was the best person you met this year, but I have met so many amazing people this year that I simply cannot choose. So to all of my amazing friends in Edinburgh, you know who you are. You are the best people I met this year, and I love you all so very much. Thanks for coming into my life. What valuable life lesson did I learn this year? I learned to just let life happen sometimes. Sometimes you have to let go because you can't control the weather. You can't control the time the train's gonna arrive. You can't control that shit. So I think I've definitely learned to let go a lot more. What time do I go to bed? Well, I have been going to bed kind of early this year, which is so much better for my health. I was going to bed so late last year because I was working in hospitalities, but now you best believe I will be tucked up and asleep before 10 p.m. at the latest. Sometimes I'm asleep by 9:30. I love going to bed early. That is just the way my body clock seems to work. Early night, Gertie. What's the first thing I notice about people? The vibes, like how quickly people open up, people's body languages, the way they speak to others, the way they speak to hospitality staff, like the way they interact with the world, perspective through which they see the world, if it's, you know, an optimistic one or a pessimistic one. And what is my spirit animal? This year the spirit animal has my spirit animal this year has become an otter. Do I prefer the city or the country? I'm really struggling to answer that one. I always thought I was going to be a city girl, like through and through and through, because I grew up in the countryside and I was like, no, I'm meant to be a city girl. I think I might have been wrong about that. Enjoy the idea of moving to the countryside and living a semi-remote life. I think that's quite tasty. I also love live music and I love getting to be near my friends, and I do enjoy a bit of the hustle and the bustle. So I think I'm a small city girl. Cities of like 500,000 people like Edinburgh. What's my coffee order? Right now, my coffee order is a floaty, aka a flat white with oat milk. A barista once said that to me, and it was the best thing I'd ever heard. So now me and my partner religiously call them floaties. How many languages do I speak? I added this question in because I really want the answer to change throughout the years. I really, really hope that it changes and it goes up. I want to be able to speak more languages. Currently, I speak 2 languages, but I'd say it's probably more like 1.5 languages now. Long story short, I speak English and I speak Spanish, but my Spanish is it's beginning to lack, and I'm beginning to get a little bit self-conscious about that. Right, I'm gonna reintroduce myself. Hi, I'm Harry. I use she, they pronouns. I'm 21 years old, and I am a Kiwi from Aotearoa, New Zealand, who moved to Edinburgh and did a lot of things in between. This year has been absolutely crazy, and this is me. Video is really, it's meant for future me to look back on and to remember where I was at this point in my life. So hi, future me. I hope I love all the versions of myself. I hope you've enjoyed getting to know yourself. And by yourself, I mean myself, because I'm speaking to future me. You get where I'm going with this? Yes, yes, yes. Very good, very good. And to anybody else who may have watched this, hi! That's a bit about me. I hope you like getting to know me a little bit, and I hope I get to know you a bit too. See you later. Bye!